Hello students, how are you? Hope you are doing well. Children, have you ever thought that how people lived in the past? What was their food habit? What type of clothes they used to wear? Which materials they used to make their houses? Where did their children go to study? We can find answers to all these questions by the study of history. History is the branch of social studies that helps us to study about the past. So today we begin with the introductory chapter of your syllabus. The name of the chapter is Story of the Past. In this chapter, we will discuss about what is history, why do we study history, why is it necessary to divide history, and how is history divided. The word history is derived from the Greek word historia, which means learning or knowing facts by inquiry. In simple words, we can tell history is the story of the people who lived in earlier times. In other words, history is the study of events, people, and their lives in the past. History not only looks at important events such as wars, revolutions, changes of governments, and great inventions, but also explains why and how. It is the story of the progress of man from the beginning of civilization to the present time in a chronological order. Now, look at these pictures of some famous personalities. Children, can you name them? Do you know the name of the third person? If not, why? You do not know the name of the third person because he is a common man. The other two people in the pictures are famous personalities who have made remarkable contributions to society. So, history tells us about the important people like Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Rabindranath Tagore, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and their contributions to our society or country. Let's now compare the lifestyle of the people from the past to the present. History helps us to know what happened in the past and how things have changed with the time. For example, history tells us that in ancient times, people walked long distances to reach a place. Then they started using animals to carry people and luggage. Gradually came the use of tongas and carts, which were drawn or pulled by animals. After a long span of years, people started using cars, buses, trains, aeroplanes, helicopters, and other vehicles. We also know in the past there were no smartphones or internet, so people wrote letters and sent through post office, and it took several days to reach. Today we have internet, so we can send email or message our friends or relatives staying in any part of the world, and it doesn't take much time. We can even call them whenever and wherever we want. Thus, we can say that history helps us to know how life was in the past. Students, do you ever look at your old family photos? Do you think we should keep these photographs safely? If so, why? Because it helps us to know about our family history. They remind us about past events in the family. When you find out about past events in your family, you are learning family history. Similarly, our society has a history, our country has a history, and we also have the world history. Every new thing invented and every new idea has its origin in the past. Thus, the study of history enables us to know the past of any society or any country. Why do we need to learn history? The study of the past is important because it helps us to understand the present. Since history is the continuous stories or series of events, the present is difficult to understand in the absence of past. For example, we need to understand numbers before going for any addition or subtraction. Or we need to learn alphabets in order to form words or sentences in any language. Children, do you think learning history is interesting? Learning history is great fun, and sometimes it's very interesting. Do you know what is the most exciting thing about it? It is that whatever happens next in the course of our history, what story is written on the blank pages of tomorrow is in our own hands. The history of future is whatever we do now. So, my dear children, everyone has a history. What you do with it is up to you. Some repeat it, some learn from it. The really special ones use it to help others. Let's have a recap. History is nothing but story of the past. It is the study of events, people, and their lives in the past. It helps us to know what happened in the past and how things have changed with time. The study of history enables us to know the past of any society or any country. The present is difficult to understand in the absence of past. I hope you have understood through this slideshow what is history and the importance of history in human life. In next video, you will learn in detail about why do we study history and how is history divided. Thank you.